A long, long time ago in Ireland, a man was leaning on the gable wall of his house. That's the side wall. And the sun was shining. It was so hot that he could sit on the ground and lean against the house. Now, maybe that's why this particular story is remembered 2,000 years later. But this man's name was Fionn Mac Cumhaill. So one day, Fionn Mac Cumhaill was leaning against the side of his house, enjoying the sunshine, when a stranger came along. Dia is murrit a Fionn, agus chiachia wiltu, he said. Now, translated into English, that means, "Hi, Fionn." And Fionn Mac Cumhaill replied, Dia is murrit féin a cara, which means, "Hi, friend." The stranger said, "I have heard that you are a wise man. I have heard that people can come to you if they have a question and that you will give them an answer which is straightforward, direct, honest. So I have a question for you. I am a traveller. I have been wandering the roads of Ireland and beyond. I have been to the islands across the water, and I have even been to the big country across the water from that island. But my feet always took me back to Ireland, and I have wandered the four corners of this country. Now my days are getting shorter. I have got to the winter of my life, and as you know, days get shorter in winter. So I am looking for somewhere to settle down. So I thought I would ask you, Fionn Mac Cumhaill, a simple question. What are the people around here like? What are they like? Can a man settle here and live among decent folk? The kind any man would want to live among? Please give me an honest, straightforward, direct answer. That's why I came to you. Fionn Mac Cumhaill looked at the man and he said, "Well, before I give you an answer, which will be honest and direct and straightforward, I have a question for you. Tell me, stranger, what are the people like where you come from?" Well, the stranger laughed and he said, "When you hear what I have to say about the people where I come from, you will understand that that is the last place I want to spend my time, because the people there are so mean and selfish and lazy, and I can't really think of anything good to say about any of them. The men, they sit around drinking, playing cards all day. The women hang around gossiping, stabbing each other in the back. When one is not there, the others all tell bad stories about her. I was happy to leave, and I'm happy that I don't have to go back. I have seen many places, and there are few places I've seen that are worse. So tell me, Fionn Mac Cumhaill, what are the people around here like, in this town, in this area? Fionn Mac Cumhaill said, stranger, you are lucky you came to me, because I will tell you the truth. I will tell you things the way they are. And the way they are is, go quickly down that road you came up, go even faster than you came up, because the people around here are exactly the same as the people where you come from. Maybe even a lot worse. Run away now and find somewhere else to settle down. So he did. The stranger left. And shortly afterwards, a couple of hours, the sun was still shining. I'm telling you, there wasn't a cloud in the sky that day. And that is a rare thing in Ireland. Fionn Mac Cumhaill was enjoying his after lunch rest, leaning on the gable wall, when lo and behold, another stranger came down the road. And do you know what the stranger said to him? Exactly the same as the previous stranger. Dias mirvit a Fionn agus Cheachia Wilhu. Now you know what that means, don't you? It means, hi Fionn. And Fionn Mac Cumhaill said, Dias mirvit féin a chara. Hi friend. And the stranger said, I have heard that you are a wise man, and that a man can come to you and ask a question and get an answer that is honest and direct and straightforward, and that you don't beat about the bush. So, if you don't mind, I have a question I would like to ask you. Now, I'll just tell you in advance that I have been a traveller all of my life. I have walked the roads of Ireland. I've walked the roads of the land across the water, and I have travelled the roads of the land across the water from that land. I have seen so many places, but now I am home in my home country, and I am looking for a place to settle down. So can you tell me, Fionn Mac Cumhaill, what are the people around here like? Well, Fionn Mac Cumhaill looked at the man and said, listen, stranger, before I answer that question, I have a question for you. What are the people like where you come from? Said a stranger. If I tell you that, you probably wouldn't want me as a neighbour, because you'd think I'm thick in the head. The people where I come from are the salt of the earth. When I think of my home village and the area around my home village, my eyes still get soft. The people are all kind and helpful. Sometimes if a stranger goes away and comes home after a day or two, he'll find that his farm has been looked after, and he doesn't even know who to thank. A woman will go away and come home and find all her washing hanging out on the line. And people don't come and say, that was me, so thank you, give me thanks. I realize now that I was very silly to leave there. You probably think that I must be crazy to have left there. So tell me, Fionn Mac Cumhaill, what are the people like around here? Because if they're even half as good. They'll be good enough for me. Well, stranger, said Fionn Mac Cumhaill, you are lucky you came to me, because I will tell you a true answer. What I say is the way it is. And the way it is the people around here are exactly the same as the people where you come from. You can live here and you will be made welcome, and we will be proud to have you. So now you might be wondering, how come two people came along to Fionn Mac Cumhaill on the same day and asked him the same question about the people in the area where Fionn Mac Cumhaill lived, and Fionn Mac Cumhaill told one to run away and he told the other to stay, and he was talking about the same people? Think about that and say a prayer for me when you do. Thank you very much.